Like, this is what, 1815? The illiteracy rate's probably pretty high. Maybe that's Gossip Girl's arc this season, is she finds a way to get her gossip into the marketplace without having to read it. Perhaps in audio form? Maybe she uploads her gossip to Audible, today's sponsor? You know what I think it is? It's that time of the month for her. All she wants to do right now is lock herself in a room by herself, read a book. Her book of the month book. And by that time of the month, I mean she just got her new book delivered. This video is sponsored by... You thought I was getting in trouble there, didn't you? The fact that the Fire Nation could even get to all the corners of the world is impressive in and of itself. If you or I wanted to get to any part of the world, well, we could do that easily. We could just hop on NordVPN. Gives you access to anywhere in the world. I wonder if Gossip Girl is going to out them as a fake couple. I kind of feel like, yeah. Oh, camera cut out. Can you guys hear me? Am I audible? Working it a little bit more subtly, like he goes to pay and he's like, wait, do I have enough in my account? And he goes, oh wait, I saved a bunch of money because when I was shopping online before, I used Honey to save money, so I totally have enough on my account now. Just genius level marketing stuff here. Since we're on the topic of Honey though, she's on a mission to find her while trying to figure out who is her friend and who is her enemy. There are thousands of levels that are both fun and addictive. Anyway, I should stop dragging this out. This video is sponsored by Switchcraft. This video is sponsored by... Oh, this video! I'm the YouTuber! I'm being sponsored by Switchcraft. Tech, I knew it. Future tech, yep. Hello, Dylan. Oh, who are you? It's me. You, from the future. You're me from the future? Indeed. Why are you here? I've come to inform you of a grievous error you have made. What horrible thing could have possibly have happened? You have forgotten to tell people that this video is sponsored by Audible.
Mom, what are you doing?
You can't just drive your car into a tree to get to another place in the world. That's a bad strategy. If you want to get to another place in the world instantaneously, just use NordVPN, today's sponsor. If, like me, you don't know how to read and the title confounded you, we're watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy today. Wait a second. Do you guys feel that? It kind of feels like this video is sponsored.
Such an identity shift, right? I mean, who am I if I'm not Jessica's husband?
That sounds cringy, but I do relate to this guy because sometimes I think to myself, who am I if I'm not pitching NordVPN? Today's sponsor. For some reason I'm having difficulty reading this book. I can't figure out why. If only there was some other easy way to consume this story. Hi, my name is Dylan. With Audible. Now that I've moved out, I still wear everything that my mom bought me. All of my socks have holes in them, and I don't know what to do. Well, that's a good thing Bombas is here to save the day. But instead of saying, hey, there's free pizza, she said, we can't leave this party, there's free Pizza Hut. If it was Domino's, we would leave. And now she's like, hey, we gotta get some KFC. It's finger looking good. You gotta always be wary of these tricksters and their brand placements. It's bullshit how they do it. They just try to slide it in like you won't even notice. This video is sponsored by Audible, by the way. So now she'll forgive him. They can go on the slow march towards a relationship where eventually they'll become each other's boo things. They'll become each other's confidants. They'll become each other's honeys. And since we're on the topic...
Master Shifu!
There it goes. He's clumsy. He broke this plate thing. Since we're on the subject, speaking of displates, this video is sponsored. Was that forced? I don't know. I saw another one. What was it called? Care of. Guys, I asked you to recommend films, not today's sponsor. A lot of downtime, a lot of just laying back, doing nothing. Do you know what these pirates did? They just laid in their bunks, looked at the water. Do you know what I would have told these pirates if I lived back then? I would have said, hey, you guys should sign up for Audible. Today's sponsor. If you really want to plan to break in, you need something sneaky. You can't be so obvious. Don't be seen, don't make noise. Maybe do it at night, be a strategy. But the big key is you're making all this noise. You gotta be less audible. What would he do if that machine on his arm malfunctions? Or worse yet, what if that machine on his arm got hacked and was used against him? The aliens could have used that device to track him down and come kill him. It's a scary thought, I know. Well, not for me, because I use NordVPN, so I can't be tracked when I'm online. One area where she could have improved, I see some toes, maybe some socks, maybe some Bombas socks. And I know how she can get some for a bit of a discount. Because today's sponsor... yeah, baby. Although, yeah, that's a nice gleam of sweat you got going there. You look like you stink. Hey, Captain America, might I suggest Native body wash? The best feeling and smelling body wash that you can find. Creepy. I kind of wish Coraline brought something to protect herself with, you know? Like a knife or a gun or a subscription to NordVPN, today's sponsor. Hey, listen to me. Go listen to little Dylan down here. Listen to big Dylan here. Hi. One final note about Winx that little Dylan failed to even realize. What an idiot. Even I didn't realize it until deep into the edit. But there's some serious product placement in Winx Fate Saga, and I feel the need to call it out. Because it's just like, it's so in your face. So the mood reader girl, you know, she's always wearing headphones. And it's like, we all know you're listening to Audible, which has thousands of audiobooks, and it's the #1 place for spoken word entertainment. So go ahead, Winx Fate Saga, throw that product placement right in our face. Maybe make it a little less obvious next time? Or you know what? Make it a little bit more obvious. Just lean into it, right? Just come out and say, this is sponsored by Audible. I think that would be the respectable thing to do than trying to slide it in under our noses. This video is sponsored by Audible, by the way. I'm happy she heard the story of her people and now she's been enlightened. It's not cool when stuff like this is suppressed. People need to hear the stories. Which is why I think you should sign up for Audible, today's sponsor. Coming off like the adult film scene, you know, and then leading into this. And then there's like a fun song playing in the background as there's a slideshow of like her life, all her best moments. Her as a child, her pregnant. I'm sure there's a slide of her trying Bombas socks for the first time. All of the moments of importance in her life. he's got the exploring spirit, and so does she. They have that in common. It's nice to live back in the past with that explorer spirit because there's much to be explored yet. If you live in like today's day and age, there's much less to explore because everything's been discovered. Nowadays, if you wanted to explore other worlds, you just have to, I guess, like sign up for Audible. Today's sponsor. She has some very nice work clothes. Probably a lot of suits, like blazers, dress pants, Bombas socks, perhaps. It is kind of ridiculous. She is such a danger to that kitchen. All we can do is cross our fingers and hope that that hotel uses NordVPN so they can remain somewhat safe. I'm so disappointed in him. Oh, he's gonna ruminate some more. This is what he does all day. He had no comeback for that? He just sits there all day, staring off into nothing. At the very least, sir, put on an audiobook from Audible.
Got the earlier train.
Oh, he took the train to Saltburn, huh? I figured he'd take a plane. Kind of ruins this next part. This video is sponsored by Air Up. Looks like he's got a nice little villa here, though. It's got bars in the windows. Don't know about security here. But I think he should be good so long as he uses NordVPN. That's great security. A different kind of security, but the segue works nonetheless. It is a crime, sir. Do the world a favor and cover those dogs up with Bombas socks. Today's sponsor. She's not fine. She didn't get a good night's sleep. That much is evidence. And I think what would have helped is if she would have just tried Beam Dream Powder. Why have an alarm if you're not going to set it? If you got the security system, use it. Always. It's always better to be secure, which is why you guys should be using NordVPN, today's sponsor. He only wears like the finest suits, custom Italian whatever, Rolexes, Bombas socks. Only the finest clothes for him. Five Nights at Freddy's. I thought about doing that. Talk to Me, that's another horror. I'm split between which one I want to do. Kind of up in the air on it. Up in the air. Up air. Today's video was sponsored by Air Up. Cheers. I told you, dude. Ouch. With the rejection that big, I would leave the country. Or I would just pretend I was out of the country by using NordVPN. That's right, I threw Bombas socks right at his nose. It didn't hurt him because the socks are so soft and comfortable, and I've taken this way too far. This video is sponsored by Bombas. Jesus.